now they wonder what's gonna happen next. I bought a 40 for the ride, I'm swerving lanes when I'm drunk as shit. I hit them up when I'm drinking so we can talk about it. I tell them how I feel and they forget about me. Like they know how it feels to be forgot about, forget about my past. It's your boy Simba, man. We back with scary knockouts in MMA that broke opponents. Let's get it.
Hey everybody, how's it going? Welcome back to Fight Focus.
And for today's video, we'll be covering scary knockouts in MMA that broke opponents.
Also, if you enjoy this video, please make sure to drop a like, subscribe, and comment what video you want to see next. Let's get to it.
We have watched many knockouts flatten a fighter. Some fighters are even hella disoriented after, but how about the knockouts that literally have opponents fold or bend as if they're broken? It's a rare sight to see, but has happened on some of the world's biggest stages. For this video, we have compiled a list of instances where MMA fighters got hit with something insanely powerful where it caused their whole body to bend or fold over right when they got hit. Number 12, Beibulat Isaev. Beibulat Isaev hit his opponent so hard, his skull bounced off the canvas like a basketball.
You've got to plant yourself. You've got to stay on the inside.
Oh!
Forget about it.
Isaev's brutal knockout took place at the One Championship Unbreakable 2 event in Singapore. The contest only lasted 82 seconds as Isaev hit his opponent with the right hand so powerful.
He hit this man so hard that spit, literal drool, is just flying next to my man's here. You know how disrespectful that is? Oh my goodness.
And knocked the spit out of his opponent's mouth and sent him crashing to the floor in an awkward fashion. Kechoyevich fell so hard that when he faceplanted...
Honestly, bro, you would have to retire after that. Because every other opponent is gonna be like, bro, you got the spit knocked out of you. You better relax before I call so-and-so to come over here and beat you up again. Like, nah, bro, I'm fighting a new career after that. You feel me? Nah, that's crazy.
Planted the deck, his head ricocheted off the ground and back into the air. He was out cold. Number 11, Colin Reuter. Got no words for this one.
Oh my goodness!
Early in the first round, Reuter caught his opponent Gerald.
Oh my goodness! He just scorpioned. Like his neck hit the bottom, like the what is that? The crack of the cage, and just oh
on the head with the right hand during a bout on the solid as a rock fighting championship card. It wasn't the punch though that was so memorable. Instead, it was Fike's reaction. He fell backwards after taking the shot. As he did, he arched his back. He then hit the canvas face first with his head. His feet were firmly on the ground, but his legs, butt, and back were off the mat. Number 10, Lyoto Machida.
Nasty.
On to one of the scarier knockouts.
Oh, another shot. He's getting teed off on. He's down. He's out. And it's all over. He's out. Lyoto Machida.
The fight ended in the second round, but the exchange was not over as Lyoto moved in for the kill, throwing a flurry of punches that landed, with yet another hard left sending him to the ground and out of the fight. In a show of pinpoint striking, the former light heavyweight champion showed why he was one of the most difficult fighters in the sport to face. Number 9, Matt Brown.
He's going to look for that elbow. He's out. Referee steps in. Matt the Immortal Brown.
Matt Brown brought an end to a 3-fight skid at UFC Fight Night 110 in Virginia as he brutally KO'd fellow grizzled veteran Diego Sanchez with an elbow strike that was paradoxically both beautiful and sickening all at once. Brown caught the left leg of Sanchez as he threw a roundhouse kick and then pushed the Nightmare back towards the fence before firing off a powerful, precise elbow that instantly robbed Sanchez of his consciousness. Number 8, Kevin Bostic.
He needs to look to stand up right now. This is his opening, and he does.
Yeah, Bostic finally gets out. He's on a single leg, gives it up, and now he's in the...
Oh my goodness! Look at my mans, bro. Look at my mans. No words. Just look at him. Look at my man's leg.
Kevin Bostic took on Chris Costello under the BA MMA promotion, seeking to extend his 2-fight win streak. And he did so in emphatic style, grappling his way free from a potentially dangerous position on the canvas to regain his footing against the cage. Pinning Costello to the wall with one arm, he lined up a monster elbow strike with his right arm that whacked his rival square on the chin, sending him crashing to the mat. Number 7, Miles Johns. This knockout was one of the stranger ones since the fighter's body popped up in the strangest way.
Thought about it for a second, but...
Oh! That's it! Wow! One and done!
Now TV Dad controlled the pace of the fight and landed several big right hands in the third round. Regardless, it was Johns who was slicker with his jabs and slowed down Quicksand with his precise striking. Johns was able to capitalize on an advancing Natividad who was just looking to finish the fight in his favor. Needless to say, he paid a heavy price for it and succumbed to a brutal right uppercut which dropped him to the canvas. Number 6, Namajunas.
Oh yeah, I remember watching this live, man. Still nasty to this day. I love Rose, man. Thug Rose. She is everything that she says she is. She is the best. She is a thug. She out here thugging, man. Stop playing with her.
Namajunas was once again the UFC Women's Strawweight Champion with a first-round knockout win over Zhang Weili in the co-main event of UFC 261. One well-timed head kick was all it took for Rose to put the champion down and reclaim her belt. Zhang was left stunned by what happened, arguing to the ref about the finish despite wobbling on her feet even after the fight. After the kick would land on Weili's face, the kick seemed to lift her off her feet just as her legs would fold back. Number 5, Anglan Song. This knockout literally turned the fighter into a slinky.
He's out on his feet.
Exhausted but spurned on by the raucous crowd, Anglan Song found a home for his hands until Hasegawa could no longer take the punishment. As the Japanese martial artist wobbled around the one circle, Anglan Song finally was able to connect with a show-stopping right uppercut that planted his most formidable challenge to date face down on the canvas. Number 4, Elias Clemson.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
In his matchup against Dmitry Gavrilov, Elias hit his opponent so freaking hard that it had Dmitry stuck to the floor with his legs buckled. It all started when the fighter got his opponent near the cage and landed a straight right that landed right on the side of Dmitry's head. Even the sound the strike was able to make was insane. After he would drop, Elias would land one more punch for good measure till the referee would come in and break up the fight. Number 3, Kevin Holland. This knockout had Souza slump backwards.
Woo. This one, man.
Huge right hand. Souza's out. Kevin.
The flamboyant Holland opened the bout with a kick and was quickly taken down by Souza, a black belt in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. The fighters eventually grappled to a position where they were on their knees nearing the cage in front of Dana. Holland managed to get leverage on a combination that put Souza quickly to sleep. Referee Mark Smith dove between the fighters at 1 minute and 45 seconds of the first to stop it as Souza slumped over unconscious. Number 2, Francis Ngannou.
First of all, Francis, he hits like a truck, bro. Like a truck. He has like 3 knockouts that could be on this fucking list. Like, the man is just, he's a superhuman, he's a gorilla, like, he's Hulk, like, he's all of that in one, man. He's a scary, scary human.
By the end of the night, he turned in a masterpiece, knocking out Stipe Miocic with a brutal series of strikes that left Miocic unconscious and Ngannou as UFC heavyweight champion. The Cameroonian fighter had his opponent on the ropes in the second round before unleashing a devastating left hand that finished the fight. It was one of the most brutal knockouts of the year so far, and it was even more terrifying in slow motion. Number 1, Tank Abbott. Of course we have to have Tank Abbott on this list.
Oh, wow. Oh, wow.
It literally looked like Abbott had just killed his opponent with a single punch when he landed a thunderous right hook and Nelmark ragdolled to the ground with his legs tucked underneath him and his head leaning off to the side at an alarming angle against the cage. Referee Big John McCarthy quickly rearranged Nelmark's apparently lifeless body out on the mat as people in the crowd yelled he's dead. But thankfully that wasn't the case. And that right there concludes this video.
That's scary, bro. That's truly scary because, like, think about it. You just knock someone out and you see them laying there and they look lifeless. Like, that's scary, bro. You have to have some kind of sympathy, some kind of, like, empathy for that. Like, you have to. Like, that's like, man, I would start praying for them. Like, yo, like, if you seen that, like that last one, if you seen that, automatically praying. Like, that's terrifying, bro, man. If you guys like this video, go ahead and hit that thumbs up button for me. Thank you guys for commenting, sharing, and subscribing. And I'll see you guys next time. Peace.